up, guys? Today we're going through Apartment by Modern Baseball. It's a great tune, and I'm going to teach you how to play it on acoustic. And we're going to have the capo on the first fret and be using a pick. Let's get into it. Okay, so the song starts out with an instrumental intro type thing. This is how it sounds. Alright, what is this? We're in a D-type chord shape with our pointer finger on the third string from the bottom, second fret, ring finger, second string from the bottom, third fret, pinky finger, last string, third fret. Alright, and you're strumming down, up, down, muted, muted. Okay, down, up, down. Alright, you're going to do that 3 times. Then on the last time, you're just going to strum out a D chord. A D chord is pointer finger in the same spot as before, ring finger, same spot as before. Now we have our middle on the last string, second fret, instead of our pinky on the last string, third fret. Cool. On to the next part. After that, we have the first verse, which uses the same strumming pattern as the intro instrumental thing, and this is how it looks and sounds. The first time I saw you was in your apartment. I followed my friend single file through the darkness. I looked your direction for excessive inspection, and I could hardly muster a single word. So we start off in that same chord shape from before and do the strumming pattern twice on it. Right? Then we switch to a C type chord. But all we're doing is keeping our fingers in the same spot, but adding our middle finger to the second string, third fret. Muted. That switch between muted to that C, that weird C thing, took me a couple tries, so work on that. Then after that, we go to an E, E minor actually, with our pointer finger on the second string, second fret, and the third string, second fret, and we're still keeping these guys down there. So you do that twice, and then you hit this A chord once. A traditional A chord, A major chord, has these 3 strings, so the third, fourth, fifth on the second fret, but for this song we just do the third and fifth on the second fret. Okay, so the next part of the first verse has a new strumming pattern, and there's this little instrumental bridge to get into it, and so this is how it looks. Cool, so what is that? We hit that A, then we strum 4 times muted, and we hop into a D. Okay, and this is where the new strumming pattern takes effect, and it's down, down, up, down, up. That's all it is, but it's just really fast. Down, down, up, down, up. Okay, we do that 4 times, so down, down, up, and do that 4 times. After we do that 4 times, you start adding in the pinky on the last string, third fret. And you add in the pinky 3 times. The last time when you normally add in the pinky, you do more muted strums. And then we hop into the next part that he starts singing again. So it'll go. For a while we were playing, and this is the demo that you saw me play earlier. Okay, so this is the second part of the first verse. So for a while we were playing the game that's your friend spot. So full D chord, play doing that strumming pattern, but everyone cheated. No one could spell. So every time it's just 4. Okay, now we're at that E, but we're no longer putting these guys down there to accompany it, so you can finger it like this, or you can still finger it like this, up to you, same chord. You didn't say anything I must have, so 4 times. Come on. off, annoying. Okay, we're to a G chord, which most people know. Ring finger, first string, 3rd fret, middle finger, 2nd string, 2nd fret, pinky finger, last string, 3rd fret. And we're gonna do this twice instead of the 4 times that we've been doing before. So then we do the G twice and the A. So overall, this is 4 on the D, 4 on the C D, 4 on the E minor, 2 on the G, 2 on the A. Then we hop into the chorus. Okay, so the chorus starts out by going back to the E minor for 2. So we were at the A at the end of the verse for 2, and then we go to the E minor for 2, and we go back to the A for 2. So it's, you went to bed, not walk home, my eyes low. Okay, then we go to a D for 4, but there's some movement inside of this D. So this is the D really slowly. Okay, so what is that? That's the D regular for 1 strumming pattern. Okay, and then we're moving and putting our pinky on the 2nd string, 4th fret. Okay, for 1 string pattern. And then we're putting our pointer finger on the 2nd string, 2nd fret, and moving our ring or middle to the 4th string, 2nd fret, keeping our ring on the 5th string, 3rd. So. And you do that part for 2. So it's 1 like this, 1 like this, 2 here. Back to E. Back to A for 2. Back to D, doing the same thing. I can hardly close my eyes. So that last E we do for 4, and then A for just to strum out. So the whole chorus should be like this. Nice. After that chorus, we have another instrumental bridge type section. This is probably the hardest section in the song. So you might want to skip to the end and then come back and learn this part. But nonetheless, let's get into it. The chorus ends on an A. So I'm going to end on that, and then I'm going to demonstrate the first part of this section. Okay. Hardly close my eyes. So, let's go through the chords first, and then I'll show you the strumming. So the chords are D, E minor with that ring still there, to G, okay, then back to D, to E minor, to an A type chord. So we have our pointer finger and middle on the 2nd frets of the 3rd and 4th strings, plus our ring still on that 3rd fret of the 5th. Bump, bump, and then back to D, E, G, D, E, then power chords. So that's a pointer finger, 2nd string, 3rd fret, and pinky finger, 3rd string, 5th fret. And you do it and slide down 1 fret each, and then play again. So here's the strumming. I'm gonna play the whole thing really slowly, and hopefully you can discern the strumming from that, because I don't want to go through all the down ups, okay? So, let's do it. Okay, did that help? Hope so. Let's move on to the second part. I'm going to play it fast, then slow, and talk about the chords, all that. So, here we go. Okay, a little different. We're playing D, E, G, just like before. Then D, E, A, just like before. Then D, C, D, thing, G. That's the one difference. And then we go D, E for half as much, then an A for a tiny bit, and then the 2 power chords again. So let me play that part really slowly. Let's try to get it. Okay, hopefully that helped. Okay, so directly after this instrumental, we have verse number 2, which has all the same chords as verse number 1, but has some changes to the strumming. So let me demonstrate the first part of it to you. The next time I saw you was in your apartment. Oh, why do I keep ending up here on starlit evenings? This time I sat next to me on the couch. Dude, nice. Cool. So what is that? Same chords, same strumming for D. Then we go to the C and we go down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up. That's 3 times. And then muted. And then to our E, the same way, 4 times. Then our G, 2 times. And then the A, once. And then we jump into the second part of the second verse. And in the deconstructed version the band put out, the guy changes the strumming pattern again for this second part. And I don't think it sounds very good on acoustic, so we're just gonna stick with the pattern we've been doing. So he goes, dude, nice. I stare out the window, hands glued tight and sore. Same everything, nose wet, the old set was stuck with something shiny from the kitchen drawers. Same everything. Back to the chorus. Okay, and after that verse is the second and last chorus. It goes exactly the same as the first one, except at the end there's a little switch up so we can go into the outro. So I'm going to show you the end of that chorus and the outro together, and then talk through it. All those classes in high school we fell asleep in. Now I can't hardly close my eyes. I was wondering if maybe you wanted to hang out tonight. We could make dinner or something. Okay, so we got some new chords in there, some new strumming, but we'll figure it out pretty quick. The chorus ends off with a G now instead of an A, so I can hardly close my eyes. And we do the strumming pattern 4 times on that G. Then we go to the D for the outro, and you're just going 4 strumming downstrokes. Down, up, muted. So I was wondering if maybe, okay, you wanted, go to a C over D thing. 4 downstrokes, down, up, okay. Then we go to the E over D thing, and we're doing 6 downstrokes instead of the 4 plus 2 muted. So, come out tonight and make dinner or something. Okay, all you're doing is scooting up your pointer finger to the 1st fret of the 2nd string. And that's the end of the song. If I added some value to your day, please drop me a like. Consider subscribing. I do all the cool underground songs that the mainstream guitar tutorials do not do. So yeah, have a great day.